everyone, welcome back. As I promised, this is going to be episode number 2 where I'm going to be showing you a Sunburst card. So I want you to look at this project and remember the pieces of clay that we did. So when we're done, the card is going to look either like this or like this. So let's get started and let me show you how I go about making this sunburst. You will need pieces of coordinating designer series paper. I also decided to throw in a couple of pieces of cardstock that were also represented in the designer series paper. I'm using the mosaic paper. It's called Quattro Fancy, I believe. And each of these strips is 1.5 inches wide by 4.5 inches long. And I have done 6 different patterns. This is our Strawberry Slush, one of our new in colors, and I've embossed it with the mosaic folder. And then this is a piece of pumpkin pie, and I have embossed with one of our new folders. Sorry, I apologize, don't know the name of it offhand. Okay, you're also going to need your stamping trimmer. Okay, using the stamping trimmer, you're going to put your piece of designer series paper so that you have corner to corner on your cutting track. Go ahead and close it up, and using a nice sharp blade, go down so that you have then cut your pieces into 2 triangular shapes. Each one of the pieces of 1.5 by 4.5 cardstock will be enough to make 2 cards. Okay, so I have pre-cut a piece of white cardstock to be my card base, so 5.5 by 8.5, and I've scored it down the middle. That's going to be the base of my card. I have also created a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of Island Indigo embossed with our mosaic folder, and I have my 6 pieces of paper that I have cut into the triangles. I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive on the back of each of these 6 pieces, and then I'm going to be back to show you what to do. Now that I'm all adhesived up, I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to start with this patterned Quattro Fancy paper, and this one happens to be the pool party pattern. And I'm going to make sure, as long as all of my points come to around the same spot, I should be okay. So I'm going to be hanging off the edge, and that's fine. I'm going to be putting all 6 of these. I actually like that blue, and I may put a little bit of that blue. There we go. I didn't put that one right on top of each other. And I'm going to go ahead and continue all the way around, making sure that I go off of the paper. Again, I'm going to leave a little bit of that blue there. Okay, cool. So now I'm done putting that all on there, and I'm going to go ahead and take that up, and you can see how it's all hanging off. Now, you have a couple of different options. If you have the Stampin' Up! Tabletop cutter, I'd imagine that that would be the easiest thing to use. Unfortunately, I left mine in my classroom for the summer because I was using it at school a lot more than at home. So I'm going to just use my standard paper cutter, and I'm going to do my best at trying to trim off the excess pieces from all, of them. There we go. And one last side. Perfect. Okay, so there I have what looks to be my sunburst. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a bunch of adhesive. Now I made these clay pieces a couple of days ago, so they're pretty well dry, and they are dry, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere that onto the top of that. It's my greeting. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the adhesive onto the front of my card and go ahead and glue my layer down. And there you have it, a fabulous Sunburst card with our fabulous simply pressed clay greeting that I showed you how to make in segment 1. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you come back and see us again soon. www.stamppatties.com